What's up guys, it's Drac, and this is the Gameface Trion, and it's no secret that we really like the Gameface Trion here at Foam Pro Shop. It's thin, it's fast, it's strong, just like... Jokes aside, we've spent the last couple of weeks here working on a stellar knockout kit for the blaster. There were a lot of features that we wanted to take advantage of and some that we wanted to work around. So without any further ado, let's talk about it, give you a quick look at some of the install stuff. This doesn't have to be a full mod guide because frankly, this blaster was designed to be modified. So if that looked kind of toy-esque, this is how tactical we've gotten with it. So this takes advantage of a lot of the mil spec on the blaster and really ups the oomph in a package that does a lot of really cool kind of competitive focused features. Before we get super duper into it, we'll talk about all of the things that make this kit possible. And the first one being that when you take a lot of parts off of your Trion, including that an almost MQX style back attachment, you're left with this. And it's very clear that this is designed to take some sort of AR-15 standard grip, and then this is an M16, I don't think it's carbine link, I think it's a rifle length buffer stock. So lots of room to run in there, plenty of room for us to get you one of our stocks over on Foam Pro Shop. These are like a nylon kind of military plastic styled thing. The term mil spec gets thrown around a lot, and frankly, neither of the molded pieces that we're selling are mil spec. They're actually better than mil spec. Mil spec tends to be pretty low quality in the realm of building your own stuff. But with all that personal aside, let's take a look at some of the other stuff. So first off, we have a flush safety delete. It's so smooth, it's so flush, you wouldn't notice it until I pointed it out, right? Then up here, we've got our standard. These are our FPS Fang sights. They tend to be really nice. They give you a nice low profile. They're sharp and the lines blend into the full top rail very, very well. We also have your choice of vertical or angled foregrip. I actually like the VFG on this one a lot. This is our full-size VFG that fits the pick rail, which is under the molded AFG on the blaster itself. And then one of the real knockout features on our kit is this is a dedicated to the Trion integrated one-piece scar. It's got the right tightness to really cinch your grouping up a little bit while maintaining an inline look that fits with the overall thin vibe of the blaster. I'm really happy with how it turned out. The kind of patterning on our overmold for the scar sort of harkens to the M-lock in the blaster, and it really looks like the kind of thing that belonged there all along. Now, that said, we've also got one more thing worth mentioning here, which is this is our 1.5 spacer. So this is the spacer that they normally come with. We made a 1.5 spacer. And this is the kind of thing that with our print volume, we can just do a really good job of giving you a cheap way to add more layers of modularity to your pre-compression. I don't know how well it's going to perform until we take it outside and put it over the chronograph, but the exciting thing to me is that I designed it thinking that we'd have a 1.5 option. Between 2 compressors and 1 compressor is a 1.5 compressor, right? And then immediately my staff took it and they were like, but what if 2.5 compressor? And so the exciting thing about this is that if you take the 1.5 and one of the originals and you lock it in like so, and then you prime, it catches and fires. Given that we're going to lose a little bit of FPS to tightening the grouping with the scar, the fact that our 1.5 spacer does that is actually pretty exciting, pretty cool to me. I think that that's really neat. So the only other thing that I wanted to mention is that this is our first delving into this particular aspect of mil-spec compatibility, and with that, there's some things that some people buying this kit might not know. So this is the grip that we've chosen to sell. It's got a little bit of a beaver tail on it, and it's got an indoor tactical Skittles compartment. That compartment actually allows you to take this, you fit it onto the molded plastic here, and if you look, there's some slight ridges in there. This comes with the correct hardware. If you don't build rifles in your off time, you might not have necessarily the specific hardware, but it's like a 5/8 screw with a proprietary length. So you're not only going to need that, you're also going to need some sort of hex key capable, and this is not actually going to do it. You need a specific hex key that's both long enough to fit through the grip and the correct sizing. Again, I think being 5/8 to torque this into place. So I'm actually going to go get one, and we're going to install this before we take it outside and put it over the chronograph. So I went to my kit and I actually couldn't find a 5/32, but this is a 3/16, and for this purposes it works. Like I said, we'll give you the hardware. We don't have enough Allen keys to ship one with every kit, so you're going to have to either have a modular Allen key set or hex key set or something along that line. I really feel like the way that this product has been designed, realistically, you don't want to unscrew and screw your grip in too terribly many times, just because I can feel as I'm screwing this in that I am tapping the plastic with the screw. So, you know, set up everything, put your safety delete in, get it the way that you want it to be, and then install your grip. I'm not saying that you can't do it multiple times, but I am saying that you realistically probably don't want to, especially since you're doing it on the thin end of the hex key. So with that said, I think that we're locked in. Pretty solid. This actually clicks back into place like so. Like I said, tactical Skittles, don't do M&Ms. You really want Skittles out there. This clips over like so, and we should be ready to go. So let's take it outside. Let's test both of our spacers. Let's give you a look at how the Scar tightens up our groupings. I really just put it through its paces. I'm really happy with how our kit has turned out. So with no spacers installed, no additional power, we just want to put a few down range and see how the performance is with the Scar alone. That's pretty tight. That is pretty good. Damage to target aside, pretty solid. Let's put a few over the Crony. So again, this is gonna be Crony shots with no additional compression. This is using the Walmart Adventure Force Pro darts. Let's put a few of those over. 133, 97, 112, 107, 120, 113, 118, 117, 126. So within reason, pretty close to HVZ style performance. That is quite a few of those. Let's take this off. Again, still very easy. I really dig this quick shift pattern. And let's do a few with the 1.5 spacer and see what that takes us up to. I'm gonna put the stock back on just for the sake of comfort here. So this is 1.5 spacer, 185, 191, 181, 182, 185, 177. So pretty sharp. And then I guess just for giggles, let's see what the new test pattern of 2.5 is. See how that compares to the 2.0 options. I can't speak to how much stress this is gonna put on the internals, although the internals seem to be pretty solid from the modding we've done. Certainly everything else on the blaster can hang up to it. So let's put one over, 198, drop this mag, put in this one, same darts, but using the Gameface magazine here. 196. And we're getting bump firing with the 2.5, so I think we're gonna have to be very careful how we engage without hitting our slam fire mechanism. So that's 208. Did you guys see that? That was kind of funny. 209, 202, 206, 205. So pretty consistently over the 200 FPS mark there. Let's see, with that performance and our target already pre-damaged, how close we can dial in some of these shots. I think I'm gonna have to lower a little bit just because we're firing a lot faster now. Well, I don't know if I explicitly recommend the 2.5 combo because you do get the ability to slip the slam fire mechanism, but if you're deliberate, it's pretty powerful. It's a, well, it's empty now. It's just a good option to have, right? Always a good option to have, but that's our kit. We're releasing it as along with this video. We're really happy with it. Again, we've got time-tested components like the sights and the grip loadout here. We're excited to be offering the very tactical styled grip for the Trion along with the stock at what is a insanely fair price compared to, you know, airsoft or other hobbies. And then we're pretty stoked about our Scar attachment here. This is, of course, you set it in and made it to the barrel there, but it's got just enough twist to tighten up that grouping with not a whole lot of FPS loss across the board. Of course, what you want to do with your spacers or your safety delete is entirely up to you. Everything is, of course, modify at your own discretion. But that's just our take on the Trion. Thank you guys so much for checking it out. Again, this is not an official mod guide because, frankly, this blaster is so easy to mod that all you do is replace the parts with the things. But I wanted you guys to be aware of what we've been working on over at FPS. We wanted to bring you something really, really cool for this platform. The next step for me is I'm really excited to do a kind of more aesthetically involved paint job hydro dip. I want to make a primary class Trion as my next kind of SE&C competitive day blaster over here. But thank you guys so much for watching. Check out the kit down at foamproshop.com. I really hope that you guys dig it. Much love. Blast on. Drac out.